When I looked at all my subscriptions, I couldn't believe how many I was paying for and not using. Streaming services, apps, memberships, it adds up. That's why I use and recommend Rocket Money. It's a personal finance app that finds and cancels unwanted subscriptions, tracks your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. The best part? You can cancel subscriptions right inside the app with just a few taps. No awkward phone calls or hunting for passwords. With Rocket Money, all your accounts are in one dashboard. Your checking, savings, loans, and investments are all there, so you can see your entire financial picture at a glance. It organizes every transaction automatically, sets budgets, sends real-time alerts for big charges, and gives you easy-to-read reports. I keep a close eye on all my finances, and Rocket Money gives me an even smarter view. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/Kim. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. Go now. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Hey there, it's Kim, and welcome to the audio version of my daily tech newsletter, The Current, read by nearly 1 million people every single day. Because sometimes you want the news in your ears, not just your inbox. Now let's get into today's newsletter for Wednesday, March 4th, 2026. Today I've got a hotel pricing trick that could save you hundreds. A Spotify urn that plays music at your funeral. Yes, I said urn. We've also got a pastor getting deep-faked for cash. And I'll close with a fun fact that'll make you look like a genius the next time you're stuck waiting at the gate. But first, here's something you can use in the next 5 minutes. Google Maps isn't just for turn-by-turn directions. It actually understands what you mean, even when you don't know exactly what you're looking for. Try typing in quiet cafe with Wi-Fi and it pulls up local spots. Type free things to do and you get parks, events, museums, all the $0 options. Type sunset view and it finds you somewhere scenic. Google Maps is basically a concierge you forgot you had. And here's what most people miss. You don't need an exact business name. Just describe what you want and boom, it's that smart. But make sure to check reviews first. Some people's definition of cozy is very generous. All right, now let's get into today's big story. And this one genuinely got under my skin. So get this, you and your coworker could book the exact same hotel room, dates and everything, even book it all on the same site, and end up paying completely different prices. And neither of you would ever know. I tested this myself. How? Well, I searched for a hotel in Miami from Phoenix. And the price? $389 a night. I switched my location to San Antonio. Same room, same dates. $506. Then I connected through Poland, and it was only $299 for the same room, same nights. The most expensive price was 69% higher than the cheapest. That's $207 a night, gone just because of where my Wi-Fi thought I was sitting. This is called AI dynamic pricing, and every major booking site does it. Expedia, Hotels.com, Booking.com, they track your location, your search history, how many times you've looked at the same hotel. The more desperate you look, the higher the price climbs. Here's how to stop paying what I call the eager traveler tax. Step 1, open an incognito window. On Chrome, that's Control+Shift+N. On Safari, it's File, then New Private Window. That wipes your search history from the equation. Step 2, connect to a VPN. A VPN changes where the booking site thinks you're located. Countries with lower purchasing power, like Poland, Japan, and India, consistently show lower hotel prices. I've tested this multiple times. Step 3, book directly with the hotel. I call the front desk, give them the best rate I found online, and ask them to beat it. Sites like Expedia charge hotels a 15 to 30% commission. When you cut out the middleman, hotels have wiggle room. And they often throw in perks the third-party sites won't. Free breakfast, late checkout, waived resort fees. And here's a bonus tip. Checking in on a Sunday can be up to 24% cheaper than Friday, and booking within a week of your stay can save another 21% because hotels slash prices to fill empty rooms. So if you combine the power of a VPN plus Booking Direct plus a flexible check-in date, then that's real money back in your pocket for about 60 seconds of effort. Now, I want to give you one more example before we move on, because this one really seals the deal. A friend of mine tested this same trick on a rental car in the UK. Same car, same dates, same agency. When she tried booking from Los Angeles, the price was over $600 higher than when she was booking as if she were in London. For the same car, $600 more. Wow. So if you want the full walkthrough, including the exact VPN I use and trust, and a link to try it, is sitting in your inbox right now in today's issue of The Current. Oh, and before I forget, today's deals in the newsletter are all about your car. A phone mount that stays put on bumpy roads, a wide-angle rearview mirror clip-on that makes merging way less terrifying, a trunk organizer that actually keeps your groceries from rolling everywhere, and microfiber towels that won't scratch your paint. All of them are under $25, with some as low as $10. All the links are in today's newsletter, and you can find all my latest picks in my Amazon shop. Just head to amazon.com/shop/KimCommando. Believe me, your car will thank you. Now let's talk about something that made my jaw drop. Deepfake scammers are now cloning pastors. Yes, you heard me right. Full face, voice, backdrop, the whole deal. Fort Lauderdale pastor Jennifer LeClaire says a fake version of her convinced a follower to pay for bogus one-on-one spiritual counseling. The fake was convincing enough to fool someone who actually knew her. So here's what to look for. Weird blinking, lip sync that's slightly off, audio that sounds a little hollow, janky lighting, and anything that feels out of character, especially if it involves money. Nothing says spiritual guidance like the holy trinity of fraud: deepfake AI, voice cloning, and your local church Facebook group. If a pastor, a celebrity, or honestly anyone is asking you to pay for something through a social media message or a video call you didn't initiate, stop. Call them directly on a number you already have. Don't trust that message alone. Take the steps to verify before you even think of opening your wallet. Okay, now for the story I've been sitting on all episode, Spotify partnered with a company called Liquid Death on something called the Eternal Playlist Urn. Yes, an urn for your ashes, with a Bluetooth speaker built into the lid. You can sync it like any device, and it loops forever and ever. Oh, and if you're having trouble picking out your playlist, there's actually a quiz that scans your listening history to generate your forever soundtrack. Finally, a way to get a song stuck in your relatives' heads one last time. So if this is your vibe, don't wait, because it's on a limited run and only going to be sold in the United States. Before I get to our closing fun fact, if you're not subscribed to the current newsletter yet, that is the first thing I want you to fix today. Go to getkim.com to sign up. That's getkim.com. It is completely free and it's 5-star rated. Every morning you'll get the full newsletter with daily deals I actually vet, tech tips, device advice, and a trivia question that will make you the smartest person at any dinner table, because my readers show up to conversations with facts nobody else has. That's the whole point. Join nearly 1 million other smart folks at getkim.com. All right, here's your closing fun fact, and this one is going to change how you fly. You know how airlines almost never tell you about a delay until the absolute last second? The plane is clearly not at the gate. The board still says on time, and everyone is just standing there pretending everything is fine. Turns out one tool can predict your flight delay before the airline even admits it's happening. It uses artificial intelligence, historical flight data, live radar, and aircraft tracking, and it won't flag a delay unless it is at least 80% confident. That tool is Google Flights. Yes, the same Google you already use roughly 8 billion times a day. And it's not an extra app either. Just search your flight number directly in Google, and it will often tell you what is coming and why. Late incoming aircraft, weather, whatever it is, before the gate agent says a word. I do this every single time I fly. Remember that move next time. Alrighty, folks, that's everything for today's audio edition of The Current. Thank you so much for spending part of your day here. I know there are a lot of places you could put your time and attention, and I don't take it for granted that you share some of it with me. Head to getkim.com right now, and I'll show up in your inbox tomorrow. It's free, it's 5-star rated, and I just know you're going to love it. And remember, your strongest encryption is good judgment, and we'll keep upgrading it together. I'll see you next time, friend. Hey, let me know what you think about these podcasts. There's a special address, podcasts@commando.com. That's podcast with an S, of course, PODCASTS @commando.com. Oh, by the way, a couple of people read those notes, so make sure that you're always kind of nice. Again, podcasts@commando.com. Let me hear from you.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number, 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number, save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.